My name is Justine Chantale. I'm a Canadian country artist from Stratford, Ontario, based out of London. And I have been playing music in the London area for about 8 years, which just seems like it's flown by. But I've been a songwriter, and music has been a huge love of mine long before that. When I was 8 years old, I sang in the school choir, and then at the age of 14, I got my first guitar, and I started writing songs for my high school coffee house. And for me, songwriting was one of those things that just helped me express anything that I was feeling about any moment in my life. And for me, it was always about experiences. That's just how it was for me. It was just my outlet to get across what I was trying to say with more than just words, because I'm just the type of person where words just doesn't cut it. I have to, make a little bit of noise and really get my point across, and I found music was that way of doing it. So coming to London, I was very lucky to meet a group of musicians through the Music Industry Arts program here in London at Fanshawe College, where I got to learn more, I got to improve on my writing, and I got to develop myself as a musician, as an artist. And, looking back from 2013 to now, I can't get over the growth that I have experienced. So we'll get into this first song here. And this first song that I'm going to play for you guys, I wrote with a good friend of mine named Jay Allen. He's a songwriter from Bothwell. And I wrote this song shortly after getting married 3 years ago. Again, time flies. And this song was written about those moments where you realize where you stand in a relationship. I was the type of person growing up where meeting people and dating was something that was very scary for me. I had a lot of anxiety with it, and I was always wondering, does this person think I'm weird? Do they think I'm odd? Do they like my quirks? Do they like who I am? And this song is about that moment where I just stopped wondering, and I didn't have to wonder anymore because I knew that this person loved me for me. So needless to say, it's called Wondering, and I hope you guys like it. Why do I doubt myself? Do you really think I'm pretty? Sure, I'll believe what you say, or maybe you're just crazy. I wasn't too sure, but I had to see if there was something between you and me. You pulling me in gets me thinking maybe we could go all in, but who could really blame me? The way you looked at me that night was something I felt for the very first time. And I don't miss wondering if you love me. And I know now, the way you kiss, the way you hold my hands, you're everything I'll ever need. No, I don't miss wondering if you love me. Your awful jokes, they still get me laughing. Here, where we stand, there's no need for asking. Looking back, I wouldn't trade it in now. It's funny how these things work out. And I don't miss wondering if you love me. And I know now, the way you kiss, the way you hold my hand, you're everything I'll ever need. No, I don't miss wondering if you love me. Staying up all night, you were the one. I didn't know how long it'd take, but I sure knew what it was. And I don't miss wondering if you love I know now, the way you kiss, the way you hold my hand, you're everything I'll ever need. No, I don't miss wondering if you love me. No, I don't miss wondering if you love me. So that song actually went to country radio early this year, and it got picked up by quite a few radio stations. And for somebody like me, that I feel like me, who's just immersed by so much talent, to have my song played on the radio and showcased, it's such a huge honor and such a huge accomplishment for me. So it was just a big song for us this year. So I hope you guys liked it. So this next song, for me, I wrote it a number of years ago, and it was a song that was more so like a letter to someone who had hurt me pretty bad in a relationship. And, you know, growing up for me, I was always told by my mom and by the rest of my family that you don't need to make a big fuss or make a big loud noise or yell or scream to get your point across, or to get somebody to understand how you're feeling or what they did to you. All you have to do is through their actions. And sometimes just quietly leaving says more than you think it does. And for me, I've always carried that in any little bit of my life. So this song's called Leaving. You were a star who burned too bright, an untouchable firefly. You always kept me guessing. I knew you'd be the one who'd hurt me. Bitterness filled my heart. Your carelessness tore me apart. I thought I knew you better, and I'd never remember sweet relief. That was the pain of yesterday. I ain't gonna cry, I ain't backing down. I won't beg or plead or cause a scene. No, I won't make a sound. I'm finally letting go, 'cause everything I need and want you to know, I'll say by leaving. I'll sleep tight in the bed I've made, with my decision to walk away. One day I'll find a man who can give me what I need. I ain't gonna cry, I ain't backing down. I won't beg or plead or cause a scene. No, I won't make a sound. I'm finally letting go, 'cause everything I need and want you to know, I'll say by leaving. I'll say by leaving. And it's no different from being alone, and I can only be taken for granted so long. I ain't gonna cry, I ain't backing down. I won't beg or plead or cause a scene. No, I won't make a sound. I'm finally letting go, 'cause everything I need and want you to know, everything I need and want you to know, I'll say by leaving. I'll say by leaving. I will say that song has definitely become more of a fan favorite. I'm almost kind of sad I didn't release this one to radio because I feel like it resonates with a lot of people. And, you know, being a singer-songwriter and an artist, especially a songwriter, though, that's our biggest goal, is that if we can write something that touches somebody and that is therapeutic to somebody and helps somebody feel understood, then our job's done. We've done exactly what we wanted to do. So that's definitely one that I think has resonated with a lot of people, which has been great. So this next song is more of a apology song. To be honest, it wasn't written on any personal experience I was having at the time, which is rare because usually everything's based on something. But I just remember sitting in my living room, and I just had this hook. A hook is something that kind of pulls you in when you're listening to a song, that phrase or that melody that just is stuck in your head, that hook. And I just had this hook stuck in my head of, come home, don't leave me alone. And I just started writing it. And it wasn't for anything to come of it. It wasn't for anything. I wasn't writing a hit. I wasn't writing for my next single, but I just wrote. And it was just very simple, and it was just very direct. And, I was just thinking, this is just a practice song, whatever. And when I took it to my producers to consider for recording for the EP I just released, they were like, no, this song we have to do. We have to do it. Everybody needs an I Messed Up song. And this is definitely our I Messed Up song. And it's called Come Home. I know my words can be harsh, like knives they come bared and sharp. Sometimes I yell when I should disarm. I promise that I didn't mean this much harm. Baby, come home, don't leave me alone. I lied when I asked you to go. The truth is that I can't do this on my own. I hope you know I wish you'd come home. To find you, it took way too long. You're my lighthouse that cuts through the fog. You got me to where I belong. And if you come back, I'll right all these wrongs. Baby, come home, don't leave me alone. I lied when I asked you to go. The truth is that I can't do this on my own. I hope you know I wish you'd come home, yeah. Baby, come home, don't leave me alone. I lied when I asked you to go. The truth is that I can't do this on my own. I hope you know I wish you'd come home. I hope you know I wish you'd come home, yeah. So I'm very excited this year that the CCMAs are coming back to London. And I was very lucky to take part in the CCMAs back in 2016 when it was here. And for me, before the CCMAs, I felt like such a little fish in a big pond. And the opportunity to get to participate in such a big event I just couldn't wrap my head around it. I really couldn't. I was very lucky to be playing some small little shows during Country Music Week. I was very lucky to be able to play, you know, for some of the industry professionals during Country Music Week. And I was also very lucky to be one of the 3 artists to open for MDM recordings artists such as Jess Moskaluk, Chad Brownlee, David James, all of those wonderful talents that we have in Canada. And that was a total dream come true for me. So I'm very lucky that the CCMAs are coming back this year, so that we can, you know, experience it all over again, you know, now that hopefully things with the pandemic are starting to come to a close. So very, very excited, very excited. So this last song, there's a reason why I saved this song to the very end, and it's a very, very special song for me, and it was written on an experience. So as I had mentioned, about 3 years ago, my husband and I got married. And my husband is also a very musical person. For him, there always has to be the perfect song for something. Music to him speaks louder than words. And he really listens when it comes to music. If anything, when I write a song and I bring it to him, he is my biggest support, my biggest critic next to myself. And he's actually helped a lot just with, you know, going in a certain direction with a song or going in a certain direction with, you know, a single or an album or anything like that. And he's just been very helpful with that. So when we were planning our wedding, whenever you plan a wedding, you have to pick music for your first dance, for your dance with your parents, for your dances with just in general. Then you have to think about, you know, what are you going to walk up the aisle to, or what are you going to, you know, walk down the aisle to after? And for us, there always had to be this perfect song. And I had made a joke in the middle of wedding planning and was just thinking, you know what, I'm just going to write my own processional and get it done and over with. Processional is the song that you walk up the aisle to. So we were able to pick the music, and it worked. Everything that we picked was good. It worked well with us. But I remember on the day, my husband was getting ready with his groomsmen at the venue. I was back at my childhood home that I grew up with my bridesmaids. And my husband's sister was in the wedding party as well. And she was, you know, messaging her husband, who was also in my husband's wedding party, and she was messaging my husband. And what was going on through my head was, if I know Paul, he's doing this. If I know Paul, he's doing this. If I know Paul, he's thinking this. If I know Paul, he's probably really nervous, but he's, you know, hiding it, or he's making a joke with his friends about some childhood memory that they had. And, you know, if I know Paul, he's hoping I'm not going to be bawling my face off walking up the aisle, you know, when we go to get married. I know all those things. And after we got married, this was actually a big inspiration. So with this song, I was very lucky that not only did it describe my day and how things went for me and the thoughts that were going through my head, but it identified with a lot of other brides as well. And it got picked up in the Ring Bridal Magazine for suggested first dances. And I've also noticed that there have been other brides that have found it and have made it part of their special day. And I can't tell you, as I said, how happy it makes me feel to see my work and my experiences resonating with others. So with all that being said, this song is called If I Know You. And I want to thank the CCMA hosting committee for having me and having me take part in this. And yeah, looking forward to the next few months. And yeah. So with that being said, guys, it's called If I Know You. If I know you, you're still trying to play it cool, laughing with your friends like old friends do. If I know you, I bet you're scared as hell. And if I'm being honest, I am too. Here's my vow to you. From this day forward, you don't have to walk alone. I'll be by your side intertwined, I won't ever let you go. Standing here before you, yeah, I'm sure you feel it too. You don't always have to show it, 'cause I know it if I know you like I do. If I know you, you're ready for today. You made your mind up a long time ago. If I know you, you hope I'm keeping it together, but you'll be fighting back teardrops of your own. After all that we've been through, here's my vow to you. From this day forward, you don't have to walk alone. I'll be by your side, intertwined, I won't ever let you go. Standing here before you, yeah, I'm sure you feel it too. You don't always have to show it, 'cause I know it if I know you like I do. From this day forward, you don't have to walk alone. I'll be by your side, intertwined, I won't ever let you go. Standing here before you, yeah, I'm sure you feel it too. You don't always have to show it, 'cause I know it if I know you like I do. If I know you like I do. Thanks a lot, guys.